Hey guys, it's Emily. I'm gonna film this intro super quick because I know how bad the lighting is. The sun is completely gone and I had to set up some really bad craft lights, so I apologize. So today's video is something completely different from what I've done before. If you can't tell, I'm wearing eyeglasses and I have worn glasses since I was 7 years old. I have really bad vision. So I decided that it would be a good idea to film two different eye makeup looks for people who wear glasses and for people who have frames. Of course, you can totally get away with these looks without glasses too, but I just find that these kind of make your eyes stand out and not hide behind the glasses. So there's a few simple guidelines that I like to follow when I am wearing glasses and doing my makeup. Number one, I always like to have clean sculpted brows because now that I have frames on my face, there's going to be even more attention to the brows. It's just super important that they look really polished. Number two is that you don't have too much weight on the top and the bottom of the eye. You want to sort of pick and choose so you can have a nice balance. So the first look that I did, which is not the look I'm wearing right now, is completely top heavy. So all of the shadow and the liner is on my top lid and absolutely nothing on the bottom. And this look right here is very, very heavy on the bottom and hardly anything on the top. Well, I mean, there is makeup there, definitely, and lots of sparkle, but nothing like too heavy pigment wise. So it's much brighter and lighter on the top and then darker on the bottom. The reason why I do this is just because I already have black rims around my eyes and they're already defined compared to how they normally are. So, I mean, you can get away with wearing glasses and absolutely no makeup at all and you look great. But this is just if you want to wear makeup and make your eyes stand out even more with your glasses on. Now, the ironic part about this video is that I actually had to film it with my contacts in because I couldn't tell if my camera was in focus or not because everything just looks blurry. So yeah, fun fact. So since I've already hinted at this, the lighting in this video, I can't guarantee that it's going to be great. I'm going to do my absolute best to adjust it in an iMovie when I edit it. Hopefully I can enhance the colors a little bit because everything just looks a little bit washed out with these artificial lights. So I apologize for that. I work full time now, and so when I get home, the sun's already going down and I don't have that much light to work with. So I got to figure something out. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy this video and that you like the makeup looks and that you find it helpful, especially if you wear glasses, because I know that glasses can sort of be a pain sometimes, and it's just nice to have a few tips and tricks here and there. So please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you like me. So as you guys know, the Olympics are going on right now, and I am a huge Olympics fan. I love watching them. It's like my biggest highlight every 4 years. I used to be a competitive ski racer and swimmer, so I can really appreciate this stuff. It used to be my dream to be in the Olympics. So I absolutely love watching it. My favorite things to watch in the summer are swimming, diving, and gymnastics. And I would love for you guys to let me know what your favorite events to watch are down below in the comment section. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you find it helpful and go watch those Olympics.
So I'm going to go through the face products pretty quickly because the focus is on the eye looks, but basically I am doing a little bit of pore minimizing using my pore vanishing stick from the Estee Edit, which you can get at Sephora, and then also priming the rest of my face using my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm in Sensitive, rubbing this all over until it gets a little bit sticky. Then I'm going to conceal before I put my foundation on. I have some scarring and redness and just a bunch of discoloration because I have not been treating my skin as well as I should have been lately, so it needs a little TLC. For foundation, I'm mixing my Advanced Night Repair from Estee Lauder as well as my Double Wear from Estee Lauder. This is such an awesome trick to super flawless skin-like finish to your foundation. It mixes so beautifully with the Double Wear. I mean, it just looks so natural and it's a full coverage still. So I love that trick. Anyway, for the eyes, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. Again, warming it up with my finger first. That's super duper important. It's really hard to blend it out if you just go in with a sponge first and then just tapping that out. And then to prime my eyelids, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and just dabbing that in with my finger and then again going over it with a beauty sponge just to make sure it's blended and covers the entire lid space. Next, I am just setting everything in place using my Be a Bombshell Cosmetics Smooth Criminal Powder, just putting this over the eye areas specifically, and a little bit goes a long way, so don't put too much on. And then to set my entire face, I'm using this NYX color correcting powder in the shade Banana. If you're kind of a fairer skin tone like I am, you can totally get away with setting your entire face like this. But if you are any deeper, I would say medium to deep, it's going to look a little bit ashy on you, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Just a tip. To set my under eyes even more, I'm going to do a little bacon using some RCMA No Color Powder and a dampened beauty sponge. And then I'm going to carve out my cheeks and do some like more harsh contouring than I've been doing lately with a Zoeva brush and the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which I've actually grown to like a lot more lately. I just needed to break it in and get used to using it. I still think that the Chocolate Soleil bronzer is my favorite, but you know, it's grown on me for sure. So anyway, I'm doing a little bit more of a harsh contour since my glasses are pretty angular. I want my face to sort of go along with that theme. To do my brows, I'm using my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade 03. And I'm showing you the whole process here, but I'm speeding it up. But basically, it is really fast in real life too. I kind of do a line at the top, a line at the bottom, brush it out, and then I just kind of randomly fill it in to make my brows look more full, and it's honestly a really fast and simple process. I'm curious to hear if any of you guys have tried the Anastasia Brow Definer and the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I want to see what your comparisons are and your opinions, so let me know down below. To set everything, I'm using my Benefit Gimme Brow. This is the lighter shade, and this is a sample. I've had it forever, but it's still got product in there. For my eyes, I'm using a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Melrose and putting this on with a flat shader brush first. Basically spreading this all over my lid and just up to the crease. And then I put like a really light kind of messy film of that also in the crease as well. And then I go in with a synthetic haired like bristle brush from Zoeva to blend that out. And you want to do this quickly before it sets. Otherwise it can like flake off and just not blend beautifully like it's supposed to. So yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, don't be intimidated by cream products. They're really honestly so easy to manipulate, and ColourPop has a really awesome and easy formula to use. So I'm just doing that on both eyes, pretty simple. And then going into my Shade and Light palette using this kind of like orangey peachy color up in the corner here and buffing that into the crease just to make sure it's flawless. For some sparkle, you know, I gotta have my sparkle. This is the Bobbi Brown Sparkle Shadow in the shade Mica. I've used this before, but I really wanted to do something with like a silver sparkle with a warm background behind it. I think that's such a cool contrast. It's stunning. I love this. I think that the sparkle really kind of jumps off the eye, and it also sticks really well to the ColourPop shadow. To line my eyes, I'm using my Sigma Wicked Gel Liner and using a little, I think this is a Zoeva angled liner brush, and creating sort of a modest wing. I don't want it to be too crazy. I just want it to like kind of lift my eyes upward and give them a little bit of a cat eye effect. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm just putting this on the top lid. I'm not like bringing the wing down at all. Sometimes I do that and blend it into the lower lash line, but I'm just keeping it strictly on top here. Then I'm going to brush away my bake without any additional product on my brush, just, you know, wiping that off. Pretty simple. And then I'm also going to put some of that sparkle shadow in the corner there, in the inner corner. So pretty. This just kind of lights up the eyes. I love sparkle with glasses. It just makes them stand out so much more. And then I'm going to do a little bit of very light highlighting using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette, putting that underneath the eyes, kind of where I put that concealer. And I'm mixing those two lighter shades in the palette. For my mascara, I'm using this Max Factor mascara. I'll list the exact name down below. I really like this mascaras. I'm impressed with a lot of them lately, so sorry if I keep saying I'm impressed with them, but it's true. This one's really nice, and my lashes, I think they look great. I have to toot my own horn here. This is going to shock all beauty lovers out there, but this is the first time that I'm using NARS's Orgasm Blush. Just putting this all over my cheeks for a little like soft, warm glow. I was a little bit scared that it would be too sparkly, but it really wasn't. It just had a really nice like glow and shimmer to it. And then for my lips, I'm first lining them using this Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Iconic Nude. I talked about this in my July favorites. It's so awesome. It's really bad, but I want more of the lip cheats. Ugh, I don't need them though. Okay, so then for the lips, I'm using Max Factor Maroon Dust Lipstick. This is so pretty. Like, I love it. And this has pretty good longevity. This next lipstick that I'm going to put on top of it, which is also Max Factor, called Simply Nude, doesn't stay on as long. So just be aware of that. It's kind of a thinner formula than Maroon Dust. But anyway, there's the finished look, and there it is with the glasses. It was really hard not to get like glare on my glasses, so I apologize. Hopefully, hopefully you can see the eye look well enough and you can kind of see how it looks with the glasses on. I love it. I think it's just classic. All right, on to the next look. I'm dipping into my Morphe 35F palette, going into these two matte shades, blending them into the crease there just for some light definition. This one's going to be more bottom heavy. I'm not putting that much on the top. So I'm just putting some shimmers there. Like this one's kind of like a gold champagne sort of color with a flat haired brush. And then also going to build up the outer corners with another gold shimmer, but it's a little bit darker. I just wanted to give a little bit of dimension without creating too much shadow. I just wanted to create a shape around my eye. So I'm putting that in the outer corner, blending that out again with my fluffy brush from the first two shadows I mixed together. So that's essentially the top lid. Now I'm just basically lining my inner waterline using this NYX Très Jolie liner, and then going along the lower lash line with this black color, keeping this pretty close to the lashes because I'm going to smudge it out quite a bit. So you don't really need that much. I'm going to smoke that out using this shimmer color, which I've been really enjoying lately, using shimmers on the lower lash line, using a little Zoeva pencil brush for this. And I'm bringing this down pretty far. And honestly, I have to say that was an accident. I didn't mean to. It just sort of happened that way. But I make it work. I'll make it work. So anyway, you don't have to pull it down as far as I did. And you can also see here that I'm putting this in the outer corners messily, and then just going to blend that out, make it look seamless. And yeah, this gives some dimension, and it's like really, really simple smoky on top, but not too heavy. And then going in the bottom lash line with a lighter gold color. I think I've already used this one before on top. And yeah, just putting this all along the lashes. This gives some kind of like dimension to the lower lash line. I did this in my CoverGirl True Naked palette tutorial. And then again, I'm coating some mascara over my lashes, and it layers up beautifully because this is like my third coat of it and it looks really nice. Then since this is a more intense like heavy metal kind of look, not as in like rock, I mean like the tones are metallic, I'm going to use some intense highlight, and there you go. There is the finished look, and here are the two looks side by side. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you very, very soon in another video.